Wild weather rages around the world. These pictures just a snapshot of what's happened within the last 48 hours alone. Now, a landmark UN climate report has delivered a confident and frightening verdict. Human behaviour is unequivocally warming our planet, driving many of these extreme conditions. The UN says this is a code red for humanity, and there is nowhere to hide.
In every region in the world, climate and weather extremes have changed because of human influence. And this is particularly striking for heat waves. So heat waves have increased in their frequency and intensity around the world and will also continue to increase no matter if we stop warming at 1.5 or 2 or higher degrees of warming.
The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change says that many of the consequences of global warming, like rising sea levels, are already irreversible. But immediate dramatic cuts in emissions could still help us avoid the worst scenarios. That's exactly the aim of a crucial climate summit being held in Glasgow later this year, called COP26, viewed by many as a last chance.
When you're negotiating and you're trying to push countries to do more, how helpful is it to have this really solid science behind you?
It's critical. It reduces any ambiguity. It removes any wiggle room, underpinning everything in science and providing solidly backed arguments and statements is absolutely essential in terms of narrowing the conversation to what needs to be done, rather than debating whether we are at crisis point.
Excuses are vanishing, but COP26 is still in a precarious position. Advisors directly involved in the negotiations tell Sky News that there is now a huge effort underway to resolve sticking points that threaten the summit, mainly over how to phase out coal and end fossil fuel subsidies. As host, the UK government is feeling the pressure.
What practical, concrete difference do you believe that the IPCC report will make as you are pushing countries to do more?
It's a wake-up call, and I think people should understand from this that unless we get to grips with climate change now, humanity is facing catastrophe. I think it's as stark as that. And that's why all countries need to come forward. And that's the message that I'm going to continue to deliver as I speak to governments around the world.
The UN report could not have been clearer about what is at stake. Climate change does not respect borders, time, or the absence of global political will. The future of our planet depends on the decisions our leaders make now. Hannah Thomas-Peter, Sky News.